Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Dear Venerable Sangha, Buddhist ladies and gentlemen, you are invited to join us in this weekly Buddhist Newsreel on Phật Sự Online channel. Hereafter, 7 major headlines of Buddhist activities of the week. Dharma Evangelism section and Central Financial Economic section of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha visit seminaries in Buddha year 2567. Giác Ngộ Pagoda commemoration of Day Buddha setting in motion the well of Dharma. Vietnam Buddhist University in Hanoi ratifies the outlines for master dissertations. Ho Chi Minh City District 3 Buddhist Board organized lecture contest for Saba in Buddha year 2567. Da Nang, rain bathing gowns offering Durivasa between Vietnamese and Laotian Buddhists in Da Nang City 2023. Bình Dương Provincial Nunnery subsection opens a training course on precepts during rains retreat. The following are the news in details. Continuing the visit to practitioners residing in retreat points across the country, the Dharma Evangelism section and Central Financial Economic section of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha coordinated the visits in central and southwestern regions.
During 5 days from July 29th to the afternoon of August 2nd, 2023, Most Venerable Thích Minh Thiện, member of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Council, Vice Head of Dharma Evangelism Section, led a delegation, including members of the Central Financial Economic Section, to visit and make offerings to monks during retreat points in 9 western provinces, namely Kiên Giang, Cà Mau, Bạc Liêu, Sóc Trăng, Hậu Giang, Cần Thơ, Vĩnh Long, Trà Vinh, and Bến Tre. At each retreat point, the delegation visited, encouraged, also shared experiences and offerings to support monks at the retreat points across the country. Thereby, it is to encourage the spiritual practice of monks and nuns with timely support to building a stronger and stronger Sangha. The Most Venerable leader of the delegation reminded the practitioners to take the virtue as the center, cultivate their faith in order to become generations of talented monks, contribute to the dignification of the Sangha, and spread the teachings of the Blessed One everywhere. He was very pleased with the spirit of solidarity, harmony, and efforts to successfully complete the Buddhist work of the Buddhist monks and nuns of the provinces. The dignitaries in the delegation also had a time to give Dharma talks on the topics living on earth, feeling happy with Dharma practice, on personal experience, and respect and filial piety to the patriarchal master and the predecessors. This is the extreme gorgeous concern and support of the section for practitioners to encourage the practitioners to feel secure and diligent in their studies during the 3-month retreat. In Da Nang City, on August 1st, Venerable Thích Minh Nhẫn, member of the Secretariat of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Administrative Council, Vice Head of Office 2, Vice Head cum Chief Secretary of the Dharma Evangelism Section, led the delegation to visit, share Dharma taught, and made alms offering to monks at the retreat point in Da Nang City. Venerable Thích Minh Nhẫn shared about the purpose of the visit to encourage the spirit of all monks and nuns to support with financial resources and necessities for monks practitioners to study with peace of mind. The Venerable also conducted a Dharma talk with the topic Dharma Evangelism is a Career. In Thừa Thiên Huế, on the afternoon of July 31st, 2023, Most Venerable Thích Huệ Thông, head of the Sino-Legality section, and the delegation also visited and made alms offering to monks at Từ Đàm Pagoda and the Vietnam Buddhist University in Huế and shared the Dharma talk with the practitioners. In Quảng Trị, on July 31st, Most Venerable Thích Huệ Phước, standing vice chairman of the Dharma Evangelism section, and the delegation visited and made alms offering to monks at Sắc Tứ Tịnh Quang Pagoda, Triệu Phong District, and Long Hưng Pagoda, Hải Lăng District. Venerable Thích Minh Nhẫn also shared the Dharma talk with the theme Buddhist Dharma of 9 Pillars, hoping that monks and nuns could study diligently to contribute to building a stronger Sangha.
To celebrate the day when Buddha turned the Dharma wheel, the Sangha at Giác Ngộ Pagoda in Ho Chi Minh City solemnly held a ceremony on the evening of August 1st, 2023 to commemorate the day Buddha gave his first sermon.
Speaking at the ceremony, Venerable Thích Nhật Từ said that the setting in motion the wheel of Dharma marked the first step in the enlightenment of the Buddha. The event of turning the Dharma wheel on the full moon day of June, the first sermon preached by the Buddha to the 5 Brahmin brothers, awakened the heart of the 5 fellows to the neutralized middle path. The Venerable said that, in order to follow the Buddha, the Sangha should have the ideal of serving humanity and tireless efforts through specific works, need to practice the 4 holy truths, keep pure body and mind to experience the Buddha's wise teachings. The core of turning the wheel of Dharma is the middle way beyond being caught between 2 extremes. This is an important therapeutic value that contributes to end the suffering and pain. Following the program of the ceremony, the Sangha, together with the Buddhist deities, chanted the sutras and make offerings to the Blessed One and performed the lightning ceremony to commemorate the day of Buddha gave his first sermon, turning the Dharmakakra, wheel of Dharma, into life.
On the afternoon of July 28, 2023, at Trúc Lâm Hall, Viên Quang Building, Vietnam Buddhist University in Hanoi, a detailed outline defense session for master students in 2023 took place.
Attending the review session, there were Most Venerable Dr. Thích Thanh Quyết, Head of Education Section, Rector of Hanoi Buddhist University, Most Venerable Dr. Thích Thanh Đạt, Standing Member of the Administrative Council, Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Chairman of the University's Scientific Council, Professor Lương Gia Tĩnh, Vice Rector of the University. The Scientific Council was attended by professors representing the other leading research institutes. The defense session took place in a serious and positive atmosphere. The dignitaries, professors of the Scientific Council, listened to 25 students, who in turn presented their detailed outlines. The council analyzed and made suggestions to adjust the students' outline to be in line with the scientific research method. Most of research projects have the inheritance and development of previous researches. Many topics are evaluated as promising and suitable for the contents of research on Buddhist thought and practical application in life, social psychology. The Most Venerable Rector and the Most Venerable Chairman of the University's Scientific Council commented on the student topics with many positive directions regarding the contents of Buddhist philosophical thought, history, and sutra scriptures. In addition, there are limitations on scientific reasoning, the consistency and limitation of research scope. This is the starting point for the path of studying and researching Buddhism, the master's output standard at Vietnam Buddhist University in Hanoi.
On the morning of August 2nd, 2023, the District 3 Buddhist Board held a lecture contest during the Vasa in Buddha calendar 2567 at Minh Đạo Pagoda, Ho Chi Minh City.
Speaking at the opening, Venerable Thích Thiện Châu, Vice Head of the District 3 Buddhist Board, said that the contest aims to create opportunities for monks and nuns from retreat points to promote their lecturing skills. Since then, it was meant for fostering and developing talents, inheriting the career of preaching the Dharma, bringing the Buddha's teachings into life, benefiting sentient beings. In his encouraging words, Most Venerable Thích Thiện Quý stated the importance of the cause of propagating the Dharma and benefiting the community. The Venerable also wished the contestants to be calm and complete their exams. This lecture contest was attended by 14 monks and nuns who had registered to participate. The candidate would throw one out of 5 topics, including the meaning of Buddha's birthday, cultivate the 3 precepts, to purify the mind and body, 3 hidden Dharma powers, cause and effects, and Ulambana filial piety, and orally deliver the lecture on the topic for 15 minutes. The criteria for judging observed by the jury include salience in posture, voice, literature, and doctrine. Accordingly, Venerable Thích Thiện Nghĩa, Hưng Phước Pagoda won the first prize. Venerable Thích Nguyên Ngộ, Hưng Phước Pagoda, and Venerable Thích Thanh Toàn, Vĩnh Nghiêm Pagoda, won the second prize, and Venerable Thích Thiện Hiếu, Phật Đà Pagoda, won the third prize. The organizers also awarded consolation prizes for Venerable Thích Niệm Định, Minh Đạo Pagoda, and Master Ninh Thích Nữ Uyển Tường, Phước Hòa Pagoda. Those prize winners would continue to compete at the city level on August 12 and 13, 2023 at Vietnam National Pagoda.
On August 1st, 2023, at Tam Bảo Pagoda, Da Nang City, a ceremony was held to offer rain-bathing gowns and made offerings during Vasa Buddha calendar 2567.
According to the Theravada Buddhist tradition, the full Monday of June is the anniversary of 4 events of the Bodhisattva birth, Bodhisattva ordination, the Buddha turning the wheel of Dharma, and the Buddha appearing to subdue the non-Buddhists. After that, the Theravada Buddhist monks began the rains retreat season. On this holiday, Buddhist families and Lao friends living and studying in Da Nang gathered at Tam Bảo Pagoda to offer monks and nuns items and offerings including wax lamps, rain bathing gowns, and fruits. The lamps are lit continuously during the 3 months of Vasa. Venerable Abbot Thích Pháp Hiếu guided Buddhists in the ritual of offering flowers, walking meditation, reciting the Buddha's name, and dedicating merit around 2 Bodhi trees in the temple grounds. Laotian international student TIòng Anh, who is studying at Da Nang National Pedagogical University, said, "We are very pleased that together with the Vietnamese Buddhists, we have a good relationship to create merit for the monks and nuns. We recite the Pali Sutra of Chuyển Phalan, pray for blessings, offer robes and gowns, and alms offerings to monks for the families of Buddhists to achieve peace and happiness. May we pray for the Vietnamese, Laotian brotherhood to adhere in love, peace, and happiness." During the retreat, monks and Buddhists visit and made offerings to monks and practitioners. The delegation of Wat Ratanarangsi, Thong Pagoda, Khai Son Phom Vehan, Savakanakat Province, Laos, offered a statue of Maitra Buddha to pray for national peace and prosperity.
At the Cultural Center of Buddha statue entering Nirvana, Patriarchate of Hoi Khanh Pagoda, TIòng Một City, opened a training course on knowledge of precepts for nearly 300 nuns in Bình Dương Province from August 1st to 4th, 2023.
Speaking at the opening ceremony, Master Ninh Pháp Như, head of the Provincial Buddhist Nunnery subsection, Zen Master of 18 Temple Retreat Point, said that this training course was an opportunity for nuns to learn the Buddha's precepts more deeply in the process of practice and Dharma realization. Thereby, it was a contribution to the stability and stronger development of the Sangha. The nuns of the training course were told by the venerable monks about the outline of precepts, the rituals and rites of the Great Sima ordination, keeping the Eightfold Dharma, promoting body and mind, bring benefits to life and religion. In his bestowing words at the ceremony, Most Venerable Thích Huệ Thông expressed an accolade for the spirit of seeking to learn the Dharma's precepts and emphasized the importance of the precepts and the rains retreat. It is an opportunity for practitioners to return to their inner life to strengthen their bodies and minds. Thereby, the Most Venerable expected the nuns to religiously study the law, follow the rules, and be responsible throughout the course.
In a series of social security activities to support the disadvantaged people to rise up in life, on the afternoon of August 1st, 2023, the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Social Charity Section in GIAC Province awarded a house settled dwelling mixed prosperity to Mrs. Trần Thị Tiến family in Thanh Lộc Hamlet, Thanh Dong Commune, Tân Hiệp District.
In a survey, Mrs. Thin's house was found seriously degraded without funding for construction and repair. She now has a stroke, amputation, and diabetes for 3 years. She had to live with a son and grandson in a damaged house. Understanding the difficult situation of Mrs. Thin's family, the Provincial Buddhist Social Affairs Section, along with Sister Nun Quý Liên and other well-wishers, provided financial support to rebuild the house for Mrs. Trần Thị Tien's family. With a width of 4 meters, 10 meters in length, floor-lined with cement tile. The total construction cost is 70 million Vietnam dong. These volunteer activities had the meaning of mutual affection and encouragement for her family to make efforts to stabilize their life. On this occasion, Venerable Thích Tuệ Giải donated a sack of rice and a carton pallet of noodles to help the family make ends meet.
Venerable monks and nuns, Buddhist ladies and gentlemen, the last news has started off this weekly newsreel. Thank you for your attention and following. Goodbye and see you in the next program on PSO TV channel. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha.